Hey everybody, what's up? OCD Mikey, Hi-Fi Guy here for another edition of the Mikey Show. And I want to go over another demo that we just had here. A friend and client, John from Oregon, came in and he actually sent his Meitner all-in-one units, $25,000 unit from I think it's like 12 years old. And to compare against the MPD-8 and to listen to the Fisher & Fisher SM770s because we're putting together a room for him in Oregon. And he also, we did the big rig, of course, at first to give a little point of reference, which always makes things harder after that. But I thought we'd give you a little feedback. So if you don't mind. Yeah,
hey everybody.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Yeah, let us know.
Good. So I guess we'll first talk about the big rig, which I was just blown away. I mean, the speakers don't exist. Nothing exists. It's just like this sound just came out of nowhere, and it was incredible. The balance. I mean, everything is dialed in. The bass is so dialed in. It's so even. Nothing was bloated. Nothing was diminished in any way. Everything was just like effortless to listen to, and it was amazing. So that was that was incredible. And then we moved to the Fisher & Fishers.
Yeah, that's these here, the 470s. We put them back in. We had to take the amps out. All those amps came out. We put the Fisher & Fisher 470s. We're powering it with a single Roland 555.
Yeah, and so the big rig was like two of those Roland 555s. We had the big Nat audio with the tubes, just all the stuff, and then all of a sudden we went down and just took out the crossover, one 555, and then right into the MPD-8 into the Fisher Fishers, and they're freaking awesome. They're very smooth sounding. I mean, zero fatigue. Tons of punch. There was just there's a lot of punch, and the soundstage was great, and they imaged really well. And I actually got to help Mikey move them in, and they're dual. You can move them with two people fairly easily, because of how they're constructed. Even though they weigh 400 pounds, it's 3 boxes that weigh 400 total. So we were able to do that and kind of set them up, and fantastic. And then lastly, we did a comparison of my M Labs, DAC with an SACD player, and we compared it to the MPD-8 with the playback design streamer, and we used the same SPDIF cable, so it was a fair comparison. And they're both very, very nice DACs. The MPD-8 came out supreme for me. It was. I hate to sound like Mikey, but things just sounded more real to me. Like any instrument we were listening to a James Taylor tune, and the instruments, just the cymbals and the temple block or the wood block in the recording was it just sounded more real to me. They're both very nice DACs, but the MPD-8 kind of reigned supreme. And it was great. It's a great listening session. We also went through the Nat Audio preamp. Just because I have a vinyl rig at home, and so I'll probably need a preamp for that, as well as the as well as the DAC. So, but just great stuff.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother. And I can't remember if I made this clear. Yeah, I did. That's the first thing I said. This is a guy who. How long have you been in the symphony?
I've been in the Oregon Symphony since 2010.
So
this is my 13th or 14th season.
14 seasons as a professional orchestra player. So his ears hear the orchestra. He plays in it. So, I mean, these are not just some Joe Blow off the street's ears listening to my rig. This is a guy that is a professional in the orchestra. So... and
we listen to a lot of orchestral music. Yeah.
We did listen to some orchestral music. Yeah. And you know what? Let's plug your buddies... that you guys got to hear this thing. Okay,
so let's see. Check out Andy Akiho.
Akiho.
Yep, and he was nominated for 3 Grammys this last year. I think 2 the year before. We listened to his album called 7 Pillars.
Yeah, it was outrageous.
Yeah, and we listened to the third pillar, Pillar 3.
Yes,
And yeah, so he's all of his stuff is amazing. And if you just search him up on your streaming platforms, you're just gonna be blown away.
Yeah, I'll link to it for Andy, man. It was amazing, man. I mean, I listened to that and I was like, dude, this is some highly advanced music, like heavy duty, man.
Yeah, but still, you're still bobbing your head to
it. For real. But
yeah.
I was like, this is, and John explained to me the time signatures and how he was laying a 4/4 over 13/16. Yeah. And so for you drummers out there, you listen to this, man. You guys are be like, whoa, how? It's super, super complex and cool and interesting to listen to. But anyways, well, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Thansee you. You want to give him a see you?
See you.
Yeah. All right. See you.